My insert is working because he wants to do a radio button. I'm doing that again. So let's do a insert and form, and you could do a radio button or you could do a radio group, whichever. I mean, radio and radio group is that you can do a radio button for yes no type, or you can do it for multiple select, like one select when there are multiple options. Like radio button can also be used as a checkbox. Do you understand? When you just have a tick to do. So yeah, but then tick once if you add more. But then what I'm trying to say is when you do a single radio, it can act as a yes no in itself. But when you do a radio group, it should be one tick out of all of them. So one select. So if you do a radio group here, you just have to, then you actually go here and say what the name should be. And my name was status. Is that right? And here you can call that, what do you want to call? Show, and the value should also be show. It's a group. It's the same. I didn't do it a group earlier. I did them individually, and I went and changed how they work, right? So plus, what's the next one? Group. Plus. How do you want that as line break, or how do you want that arranged? Yeah, and this is the reason I don't do it, because it doesn't give you an option. It does either put them in different lines, or it definitely puts them in a table. When you're doing them yourself one by one, you can just arrange them where you want them. But that's how. Now the only thing what you need to know is that they all should have the same ID. Does that make sense? Which the radio group would do it. If you are inserting them yourself one by one, then it messes up that you have to make sure yourself that their ID is same, so that one of them is selectable. And now the values are there, isn't it? Status, and the value is there, whichever I need. So we did it in two ways. You do either as a radio group. It's easier to do it as a radio group because you don't have to make many changes. It's just done. Whereas if you do it individually, like one by one from here as form radio, then you have to make sure that the IDs are same, right? So that's your, now what needs to be done is, so at the moment your code is working fine in terms of that it is picking up the file name and it is storing the file name in my database. Now but we need the whole code to say that please save my file in the respective folder, right? But then again, do you want to put validations like what type of file is allowed, or are you just going to allow any file? Are you going to restrict what is the size, file size, or are you just going to allow any file size? Does that? Yeah. So this I'm saying that what you need to look at is that when you are uploading a file, there would be lot of checks to be done into the code, that before somebody just, because he can upload anything, the person can just upload anything, whether it's an image file or not, you don't even know that. Yeah, so thanks to W3 School, you do not actually have to know anything, just copy the code. The entire code is on W3 School, and I've already pasted it on K Drive, but I'll show you as well. Yeah, the whole code, the whole big code, right? But if I look at this code and I try to, we need to know where to put this and what is it doing. Here, it's a general PHP code, and it says here it's creating a variable called as target directory. Your target directory is event images. You know, in your case, you want the image to be stored in a folder called as event images. Is that right? So this would change in our code, right? This is, no, they have create, what this is they have create, this is in the root, instead of having a folder called as images, they have a folder called as uploads. Certain time, what it needs, you should know how to change this for your, yeah. All it is doing is, it is trying to check if the file, I mean there are a number of checks. Can you see if its file size is bigger than this? If the file already exists with the same name. So these are just different checks. The code to save the file is just one line. Does that make sense? The code which actually saves the file is this. That's one line which actually picks up the file and puts that onto the folder you want. But the rest of them is all checks. Is that right? Yeah. Now the first thing is, where do I put this code? Now you can, obviously this PHP thing, you can, if you're not sure where to close, where to start, pick up the whole code like this from here. And there are only two things which you should change, and leave everything how it is. Copy this, go to your Dreamweaver code, go to your code, and here. Let's just ask for your last PHP code stopping above your head. Can you see this PHP thing? You then start another one. Just copy. Yeah, you know where your head, where your doc type is, on the top there is a close. So you just paste on top there only. But then this is now what the places which you need to change. This place, where is that you are going to upload your images? I want to upload them in event images. So I change that to event images, right? Here, this is, our field name is e-image. Here our field box name is called as e-image, that's what it is. And what is my submit button called? My submit button is not called this. My submit button is called differently. So I just need to know what's my submit button called. It's called save. Save. No, the button name. What's your button name? Yeah, what's your button name? So whatever your button name is, so what we've done is, here, change the folder name. I'm going to write down to your folder name. Is that right? I can give you this file, so you know where. So here, change the folder name. Here, in this line, change the field name. Is that right? Here it was already written as file upload. You know, can you see file upload? Everywhere where there is file to upload, that's not what our name is. Our field name is e-image. So wherever there is, and what is it checking? Check if the image file is actual image or a fake image. This is just checking the type. So let it check that. Here, sorry, file already exists. It's a file already exists. Right? Here it is checking again. So wherever your size. Now, how much size are you gonna allow? Yeah. So, how big do you want to allow? We can't check the pixel size. We can only change the byte size. So that is because you can display it in whatever, that would be your CSS to show in whatever size. You want the file size, so it can't be 5 megabyte or 10 megabytes each size. So how many bytes is this? So do you want to allow more? 5 MB. Yeah. If you want to increase the size more than that or reduce it here. Does that make sense? So that the message comes up. Then here, can you see the JPEG type, PNG type, and JPEG and GIF is allowed? No other file type is allowed. It's already done that check. So they have aligned JPEG, PNG, JPEG, or GIF. Yeah. And here, again, we change this to image. Wherever there is file to upload, change that to your field name. And that is it. That's it. Yep. I'll just show you where I copied it. Let me just do this. I should write here enter, change folder name. Change field name from file to upload to your field name. Is that right? Not just at one place. Wherever it says file to upload, this needs to change to your field name. Yeah. See, this was your just before head there was a PHP ending, and I just said just copy the entire code from them and paste it just below it, just before your head tag. Yeah. Before your this doc site. Yeah. Just before your doc site, there was already a PHP coding, right? So here, look, I'll just show you what I did. Here, this is a closing, already existing closing, and all I did was this. Yeah. So if I save this now, and I try to insert now the insert should happen, and my file should also get uploaded. Yeah. So let's look at this whether it does. So very difficult to come back to this page on its own when insert event. What's my page called? Oh. Okay. Should we go here? We'll talk about why this is here, and it's because of the starting and because we added that as a separate PHP code. The reason for that is when the code exists in the same page, you have to make sure it doesn't run the first time you're opening the event details. If I'm opening this form, the insert can't happen when you open the page because nobody has submitted the form. But when when your code exists in the top, that will always be the error message, right? This starting, this message which is at the top. This is the reason why your every insert starts with this if, and there is a ending at the end of the. This should not happen. Do you understand? This should not happen when I'm first time opening the form, because this should only happen once you hit the submit button. So that's why there are error messages, because I added this PHP code in the beginning. Yes, I need to actually open this curly bracket. This curly bracket, the entire if which is happening. I need to not close it here. I need to close it at the end of the So if I take this out of here and put it just here. Let's go here and yeah, but we'll come down to that now. Can you see this? This is what was happening yesterday also. You just have to be very careful where I close that bracket, and I'll show that. So where do you close that bracket without offending what Dreamweaver has, the way Dreamweaver has written down the code. So for the time being, let's put this code bracket where it was, and let's see whatever we wanted to do, that is working, and then we will see where do I put this curly bracket stop, or should I put my own if to start and close to some extent, so that it doesn't disrupt anything else what Dreamweaver has done. It's easier to do your own if at the starting of the page and close it at the end of the page without disrupting what Dreamweaver has written, right? So file, I'll just leave that, and now come back. Where is your file? This is where the error message is. You just leave that for the time. Here, let's add an event, E20, event title. Can you see the message? Yeah. So now, if obviously the other way of I can go here and browse again. P20. Yeah. So the name of the file is in the database. Yeah. But that's not important for me right now. For me, this was working already. What I want to check is whether this arc.gif is gone in my images folder or not. So I can go to Dreamweaver. I can look from here, or I can go to htdocs to check it. If I go to event images, the file's gone. The file's there. Is that right? Your files moved to that folder from wherever. I had my file at K Drive, web images, and it's gone to my htdocs event images folder. And that will happen to your web server. So whoever is uploading whatever from their computer would just go. Now, for you, do you want to display these messages? You know this message which was displayed on the page? File is an image this, the file arc has been uploaded. Do you want to do this? Do you don't want to do this? It's gone through, right? No, I know that, but what I'm saying is you might want to you might want to, at the moment it is at the top of the page, isn't it? So what we just need to do is, maybe I will have the bottom, have it at the bottom, or by the same time you might just not want, we never took him to another page, we just, everything is on the same page. So it's up to you, how do you want to, but let's get rid of that error message which is coming up, which is to do with, that's because I asked you to save, paste this PHP code at the end. Does that make sense? You can actually put this PHP code in, this is your insert, right? Yeah? The best place to put it is here. Here is the file upload code. The best place is to put it after this line, just before that curly bracket. Does that make sense? Here? Can you see this? This is starting. Before this, that's the best place to put your file upload code, but then you will put it without that PHP start and finish. Does that make sense? If I just move this from here to here, that error message will not be there, what came. Yeah, we don't need this because that was a PHP code, where do you want it, right? So what that is because that's a block, but the block is already working. You don't have that error message anymore. Does that make sense? So the only reason is that we can't just go anywhere and put, it just disrupts how the code is working. You just know which block does it need to go in. So that's the ideal block for you to do it in, if where your insert is working. That was the, look, if I add another one here and I say holidays, yeah, browse. Let's see, we can test this again. Hackney Community Center, browse. Let's put another file, yeah, and let's say show, and save details. That's a message to say that the file has been uploaded. It confirms that the file has been uploaded, and when you go here, you see that it has been uploaded. 21 going holidays. This is the database entry, right? And if I go Dreamweaver and I see my event folder here, I should see the file now. It's called as what's the name? BG. This one is JPEG. Yeah, BG.jpg.
That file of W3 only checks to see whether it's, an image format, what size it is actually.
Oh, you were not here when I went through. I think this explained. I explained that there are these lines. This is checking whether the file format is JPEG, PNG, GIF. You want to.
It actually does the upload for you as well.
This doesn't do the upload. This line does the upload. Yeah, that code does that. Yeah, that is the code. That's the reason we've gone to W3 Schools to pick up that code, is because we want to upload the file. But it does make all the checks. This was a check for the file size. If you don't want, you can, obviously take that code out. But it is doing different kind of checks that for you.
No, I just missed that part.
So, is that okay? And if we go to our index page now, which this one, it should have all those events here with the actual images, if the images are there. Can you see that? The images are there, the names are in the database, so that they're being shown. Is that okay? So that's your